1051.
It's Power 1051. It's the Breakfast Club. Good morning.
Yes, and we have a local rapper in here.
A local rapper
who goes by the name of Wale.
Local.
I'm not too sure of who he is, but he's no Drake.
Stop it. Why you?
I'm trying to intern here. You know what I'm saying? I talked to my man downstairs, and he said, I'd be good for an internship over here.
So is this your first project?
That'd be a good way to get my music out there.
Yeah, do you have a single out, or what is going on?
I have my new single out. I hope it does well on the charts. I hope the people dig it.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
We were out the other night,
well.
last week, my friend was saying that's her favorite song right now. And we were talking about what a great song it is. And she's saying it's amazing because I ran into Wale in D.C. and I had to explain to her. She was with her little brother. And she said he wanted to take a picture with you really bad. And she was like, my brother's the biggest Wale fan. He's 14 years old.
You know what it is.
What day did you catch Wale? Uh-oh.
Right.
Uh-oh.
She said, so we went over to him. And he took the picture, but he didn't even look at him. And then he just turned. I was like, well, he was at a restaurant eating. He probably gets approached all the time. He did take the picture.
Well, that's
good. Something. You know what I mean? But
I think people got the most unrealistic expectations for like anybody on TV. You know what I'm saying? I could be running to catch my plane. My pants might be falling down. I'm dragging the bag, and they Wale. I don't hear him,
right.
And I'm still running. Such a jerk. You know what I'm saying?
And then right after that,
you can't win.
After that happened, we saw the video footage of the guy screaming at you while you're getting in the car.
What the hell happened with that?
All-star, perfect example, right? A lot of niggas just think they could say anything to me for some reason.
What
whatever.
They say?
So I'm in the joint. We try to find something to wear real quick before we go to the game, which is really a bad idea because it was the biggest mall, whatever. I was just trying to run a Hugo real quick.
You're not regular no more, Wale. You can't shop
you
in
can't
Hugo.
run into the mall.
Go get your stuff custom
All-Star
like Ross.
weekend.
Ross got enough leather to go around.
Well, I went in that joint, so I felt it. I was like, if we go real fast, I'll buy something, we can be good. So we was good at first, and then I tried to sneak into Ralph Lauren. And that was when I was caught. And then it was like a wave, it was a massive wave. It was so crazy in that mall that it was acting like Spiff TV was the man, because that's how thirsty for, you know what I'm saying? Anybody with a Maybach chain. So when they saw me, it was like a rush. I was like, yo, let's just get out of here, you know what I'm saying? So I put my hood on, and I start putting my head down, and I'm walking. As I'm walking, it's tripling, quadrupling, centupling, and it's just a million people behind me. So I get to the car's maybe 20 feet away, and this dude man, you ain't trying to take no picture with me? I said, all right, cool. And they just kept screaming. I was like, you know what? Come on, let's take it. And I took a picture with him, and I grabbed him like this. And I said, all right. And then Evan was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I was like, nah, y'all ain't gonna, this ain't that. So we can either fight and y'all jump me, or whatever, but it's not gonna happen. And then, all my
Where the
friends.
security at?
No, we had them, but it was 1,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
Excuse me, Wale, can you spit your gum out? We had some issues with people chewing gum before.
He gives it back to you.
Yeah,
now, let me explain
I'm going to eBay this.
If you've never been to All-Star, let me explain the mall he was talking about. Because the mall got shut down. It was so many people in that mall that got shut down. I don't know why Wale would try to go to the mall to buy a T-shirt. It must have been about 5,000 people in this mall. It was so bad they had to close the mall on a Saturday at 5 o'clock.
Right.
That's
people were saying they were charging money to get in the mall, but that wasn't true.
I want to know why Wale didn't have outfits with him. You knew he was going to All-Star.
Man, I already did 7 events, and I only planned to go to 3.
Right.
By the time the game was.
That's when you got to start repeating. You got to take it back to the hood.
It's funny
my ego won't let me repeat.
It's funny that guys have to think about stuff like that because women always think about,
it's the vanity that come with being in the game. And we become some vain motherfuckers on accident. You don't even mean to be, but you look up and be like, yo, I'm really spending $100 on a white tee right now.
Hell no. I go to Target and get me a Moschino.
Watch
what
happens, dog. You're going to start getting that real extra next level. It might not be white tees, but it's going to be something that you're going to have to look back and be like, yo.
No, I'm doing that with sneakers now.
Yeah, you are. And Charlamagne has some Balenciaga sneakers.
Yeah, you don't even know how to pronounce it. He be ordering them.
Look, it's going to happen even worse. It's going to happen even worse.
I'm just doing
that sneaker thing is new right now. It's a new way. It's going to be another thing after that.
Now, Wale, let's talk about how I was reading this article about how you made $5 million last year. And I was thinking about how the first time you went on tour, how you were paying for everything yourself, and you actually ended up not making any money, spending your own money to go on tour, and now you're grossing, bringing home.
Yeah, and you walked in here with 30 people. That's not a good thing, man. You feeding the whole entourage.
One is a magazine Ross artist. One is Ross's, mine Ross's producer. One's a DJ. I don't have no message to all rappers. Stop carrying around dead weight. Yes, man, dog. This shit is not it's not lucrative at all.
Sounds like you have stories.
It's not lucrative. No, I just see a lot of like a lot of dead weight. Like you gotta make sure everybody working, man. What was the question though?
Oh no, I was talking about how far you've come from when you first started and you were on Interscope and
That's
shit
pretty
didn't
good
go
for a
right
local
and
rapper,
you were
man.
Ain't bad.
spending your own money, and now last year you really brought home $5 million.
I mean, like in any hustle, like you gotta put in something to get something. Like a lot of people think you sign a record deal and kick your feet up. Like I think when you sign a record deal, you gotta become even more independent because it's like you getting a push. If you don't get to a certain level with the push, you look crazy. Like I'd rather do no numbers independent than doing no numbers with a major, and I fear that failure more than like I want to get money. I'm scared to fail.
Right.
I'd rather be, you know what I'm saying? Like the money ain't the issue at all. It was my like fear of failure that drove me to pay for.
I will have no money as long as I am successful and come out here and people enjoy my show and appreciate it.
So when you was in New York, I don't know when this was. It was it was after our anniversary party. You was walking down the street and everybody said you was like mad paranoid. You kept looking behind you.
That was our anniversary party.
They was asking. And this is probably gonna seem like a punchline, but they just kept asking for drops. Like
Word is bond.
I was just like,
I know it.
I was like, yo, like nothing I say or do is gonna get you any more than 300 hits on whatever you're trying to promote right now. And I was just like, yo, okay, y'all, all right, man. So what's up with New York? All right, man, I got a lot of haters in New York. Like but they edit it and it's just like, man, I'd rather a swing on me than do that. Like,
well, you see what happened to Charlamagne.
That's why that's why I keep
I'm
my
glad
people
you got
with
in the
me.
car. We see what happened to Charlamagne.
I keep my people with me because I don't want to look behind myself. Let them they look behind me.
I seriously doubt any of them camera dudes is gonna flex like that. I seriously doubt any of
That's
that.
what
And you
thought.
never know.
You're a better man than me. You're a better man than me.
Punch him in the back of his head.
You're a better man than me.
You got to skate out the situation.
Nah.
Sometimes you got to let people get the day so you can have tomorrow.
Nah.
You got
They
to,
ain't
yo.
no cameraman. Nah. They ain't gonna flex on me. Nah.
But that wasn't a cameraman. That was a setup when they did that.
He had a hit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that wasn't no regular random.
You ain't
hit. That was-
outside our building at 5:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Before a drop 2 days in a row.
Ain't no one cameraman gonna walk up, somebody swing on you from the back, then you turn around and there's 3 or 4 guys coming at you. That was
Nigga woke up early.
a well orchestrated hit. Yes. That's why I got out that situation.
Now, Wale, I see you have a lot of other ventures that you're doing.
Yeah.
Now you have your own line of hats.
Yep.
What local rapper gets their own line of hats?
I'm lucky.
Why you keep calling him a local rapper?
Because I am local.
Oh, you don't
Locale.
know. Let's explain the situation.
Yes.
Wale was sitting courtside at a Wizards game, and
Yes.
the commentator at the Wizards game said, that is
I give
local
y'all niggas
rapper.
a lot of ammo, man, with
That
my
is-
shenanigans.
That is local rapper
I'm talking
Wale.
Well.
I don't know who he is, but he's no Drake. And then Wale here went to go swing on the commentator.
He didn't go swing on him. He
So
went
what
to
happened
confront
was-
I didn't hear
him.
it.
Okay, but let's say this. He did offer an explanation. Did you believe his explanation? And
I didn't even see, like, because I'm a dark-skinned dude with dreads and tattoos, and I'm coming up some stairs with a little bit of velocity, so I could see
Velocity.
why a lot of people probably think that I was going to do something. But you got to understand, I'm friends with the owners of the Wizards. I'm a staple back home. I'm not going to do nothing that's going to make myself look. I was just like, yo, chill out, like, my man, you in my hometown, like you trying to do too much right now. So,
But maybe you should just introduce yourself because you're the white guy. You probably really didn't know.
I did that. I was like, yo, my name's Wale. Like, no, I'm not gonna shake your hand. I don't want to shake your hand. I'm just letting you know, like, chill out. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm letting you know who I am, so you don't have to sound ignorant.
well, they did apologize. Did you accept their apology?
Yes, absolutely.
And did you believe their explanation that they joke around a lot about how they have very little knowledge of hip hop?
They really did. I don't think they
That was a
knew.
good second question. I'm next one. Next one.
Okay.
Shout out to Toronto though, man.
And
I got love for Toronto.
oh, that was in Toronto. I thought it was in D.C.
No. I would have. He would have got away with saying whatever in his own place. I took it personal because he was just, first of all, I'm talking to one of my friends that play for Toronto, and then second of all, you're doing the most like in my own hometown. Like, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't even talking to you, so I just had to.
Well, Will.i.am did get mistaken for you
Yeah.
on CNN, so that's so I guess that accounts for something. But Will.i.am's a big deal. If you don't know who Will.i.am
We
is,
all look alike, Charlamagne.
Now let's talk about music a little bit. Now you got this new album.
The Gifted.
Yep.
Now what you do different on this album?
I made it for me, to be honest.
Last time you made for the people.
Yeah.
This one now how is it doing it for you?
I'm using like a lot of things that from the '90s that inspired me. Like I've been working with Stokely Williams for Mint Condition. I've been working with bands to arrange hip hop records. I'm using a lot of music. Like I use records like Late Registration as like inspiration. Like Reasonable Doubt, but had Reasonable Doubt been made in 2013, like with what we know with technology and instruments and using instruments in hip hop and stuff like that.
Explain the album title, The Gifted.
It's just about like honing your craft. Like I come from a place where I know a lot of people that rap before I did and never got to get to where I made it. A lot of people that play football, basketball that never got to where I got. So it's kind of like a message to like our generation. Like I seen less talented people get super far in things. You know, it's time for people that own these gifts to take that next step. And also the backside of it is like this is my most personal album. Like I'm talking about a lot of things that I probably ain't gonna answer in no interviews.
Like what?
Envy, nice try.
I'm just, it's just one of them situations where I want the people to digest it. Like I won't even talk about it. I'm gonna let all the music talk. I'm gonna be saying things that I probably never said because I just been too closed off. I ain't been comfortable to say it. Like I had to get high as hell to do some of the songs on the album because I can't. My DNA won't even allow me to say certain things or open up in certain ways. So I'm getting a little bit deep on this.
Sometimes you be so drunk you scare me, Wale. I ain't gonna lie.
No, it ain't that Wale's drunk. It's just Wale always seems to have a chip on his shoulder.
Nah, he be drunk.
He made $5 million last year.
It's so drunk.
I got fake drunk and heavy drunk. I probably been real drunk around Envy.
Yes,
twice.
like drunk, like can't barely. I'll be like, yo,
nah.
somebody
Never,
just keep
never
an eye
stumble.
on Wale just in
Never
case.
stumble drunk.
Just keep
never.
an eye on Wale just in case.
A drunken state is less approachable to people that don't know you.
Well, we had a good time with Wale when we were in Miami. Remember Charlamagne?
We had a ball. Absolutely.
I might have been too drunk. I don't remember that.
Now, have you ever had an incident where you met a female and you were out of it and she came back to your room and stole anything from you?
Nah, I ain't
That's never happened. You never got?
Nah.
There's no wood in here, man. This ain't no wood in here, but you knock on something. There you go. That's close enough.
You still knock off random groupies?
Still? What you mean still?
I mean, because when you first get in the game.
I'm a decent man. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm a decent man. You can't put me in no category.
So you never had nobody like sneak take a picture of you, or how do you prevent things like that from
You
happening?
are scaring me with these things. Right now. Jeez.
Okay, just go ahead and tell him. Just go ahead and tell him what we got.
Well, let me show you this picture. No, I'm kidding.
She
I'm
was.
totally kidding.
Nah. I'm on a tight ship. I'm on a tight ship over here. Nah. I would love to see a lot of reactions to that, though. That's a good one.
You ever think about leaking pics?
Well, you want to see that?
No, the only reason I
That's
said
the
that.
question I should
You want to
ask.
see that Angela Yee?
Relax
Yeah.
for a second.
And anything-
Relax for a second, okay?
Nobody wants to see your leaking
As an
dick.
artist, I'm gonna tell you how we see
I
it
want to see
from
how they
the.
clears this up. Go ahead.
This is how we see it. This is how I see it anyway.
That's how you
You
see
see a
what?
lot of artists
What
and you
you
be
wanna
like,
see?
you know that randomly didn't leak. So as an artist, do you ever feel like that's something you got to do? That might be in the marketing
no.
plan.
I don't think
you
any
flirting
guy
with him.
puts out a penis picture on purpose.
Yeah, I do. I think they do. I absolutely think they do.
Have you ever sent your penis?
Nah,
out?
I ain't doing that, man. Nah, I ain't doing
If
that.
you ever have to,
For
just
what?
don't put your face in it.
For what?
Yeah,
For
she's
what?
crazy.
And as long as you don't have a tattoo on your penis, people will not identify it. If you
Well,
don't
they
have
And
a
as long as your
Photoshop- they
pubic hair not
Photoshop-
dreaded.
They photoshopping and everything now, so who knows?
Now, recently, Kanye West, he wilded out. We're talking to Wale. He was over in London. He was screaming, yelling. Now, I know you and Kanye are cool.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like something I would see Wale doing one day. Just-
Nah.
Well,
But I don't know
That
where
is
he's at.
absolutely
I don't
something
know
you
where
would
he's
do.
at. I don't know where he's at in his life right now, though. I don't know where he's at. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I don't foresee that, in my path, like doing that.
I absolutely see you on stage
Wearing
wilding out about
masks and
something.
everything.
Nah, not doing that. This the expression. Y'all have the same type of emotional
Nah.
expression.
Nah.
Well, let's talk about your album some more. Now, Tiara Thomas, that's your artist,
Yeah.
and she's on the song Bad. So what's going on with that? How did you find her? What made you decide to sign her?
Well, basically, I wish I could say more, but her engaged ride with her situation that's on the table right now, but it's looking good. And I just saw a lot of like 90s in her. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of like 90s, like R&B, hip hop, New Jack Swing, and like girls that was relatable. Like, to me, like we don't gotta dress her up all sexual and
She looks great in the video.
yeah, just
I
but
like
it's
that.
like some girl next door, like, and I think that's what more women of America relate to more right now. Like, I think everything is so choreographed and so auto-tuned and so like the soul out of it. So she represents all of those things to me. So I just wanted to take a chance and.
It sounds like nothing in this era is inspiring you.
I mean, you got to look at it like. Nobody really rapping about emotion or feeling like that. Everything is auto-tuned. All the rappers using that same Ace Hood, Meek cadence. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like the same thing over and over. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm from the school of like, listen out, look how Jay reinvented himself every single album for 15 years plus. Like, that's a talent. That's what hip-hop is. That's being creative. That's pushing the envelope. You know what I'm saying? So.
And you are saying on this album that you are going to tell a lot about yourself and open up a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
So are you opening up about relationships? I know every time I run into you and speak to you, you're always, you haven't found that special.
I'm dating. Like, it's just,
Have you found that special someone yet?
Not yet. But I mean, it might hurt my music when I do. I might not be able to
You'd
write
be
the
all
same.
in love, it'd be whack.
Yeah.
It'd be whack. Yeah,
Now, the hottest MCs list, does it bother you that you weren't included
Next
on it this
question.
year?
Come on, be truthful.
No, next
You
question.
put in work last year.
Next question.
You put in a lot of
All
work.
right, well, let me
Nah,
finish
let
with
him
where I was
shine.
going with my
Let him
question
shine.
then.
Okay.
Talking about this. Why do you think it's so hard for you to find someone? Because I would think girls
I'm
are
hurt
lined
like
up.
the same way girls are scared that if they let in, like get them their body too fast. I'm scared about the money. I'm scared about what the fame brings. You know what I'm saying? Like we both having a standoff.
Right.
For like the whole time until it's over. Like
So you
in the
can't-
back of my mind, I'm like, she using me. In the back of her mind, she's like, you know what I'm saying? I could be one of 20. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? One of 15.
So you feel like you can't trust anybody
I
anymore.
can't.
What about somebody like that's known you before all this?
I'm still moving around too much for them to really, you know what I'm saying? I'm moving her like, what I'm gonna do? Come do for Christmas and be gone for the rest of the year?
All right, so you rather right now just date anyway. You're not really looking for that,
Settle down.
relationship.
I
settle
wouldn't
down.
mind, but it's just got to be somebody who's flexible and who can like travel and like, who, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Somebody with no job.
Who understands the lifestyle?
or maybe she a boss and she can move her on her own. You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of women that's like that.
Okay.
They all taking them.
Okay, now let's go back to the hottest MCs list. Okay, you weren't on
Hold
it,
on.
but
Now let's read off this list.
I'm not reading the whole
Kendrick
list.
Lamar, 2 Chainz, Nas, Kanye West, Big Sean,
Okay.
ASAP Rocky, Meek Mill, and I forgot one.
Do you
and
think?
Future.
Let's talk about your people on the list. Do you think Meek should have been higher? And do
Who
you
y'all
think
got
French
for the
should have been on
tournament?
the list?
Who y'all got for the tournament?
Who you think is gonna win?
I
That's
got
how you
I got
did it.
Kansas doing that.
You
joint.
should have been the #1 seed on the hottest MCs list.
You should have been on that
That's
list.
crazy how they got Ohio State as the second seed.
You know you're
right?
not talking to y'all about this.
You should have definitely been on. You put in work. You came from nothing. Like they counted you out.
So you just
That's crazy. Kentucky lost in that first round to Rob Morris. I used to go to Rob
counted
Morris.
you out.
That was a
Now I heard you're doing
crazy
some ventures with
experience.
some athletes as well.
Yeah. Oh man, that's another thing I gotta keep under wraps because, when the ink dry, you could talk crazy.
Right.
But I'm gonna just
You gotta
know,
wait. We
chill.
feel the same way up
I'ma
here.
chill. All y'all on TV and shit. How's that, guys?
we working, man.
working. How
Oh,
does
you
it feel?
interviewing us?
How's the new life?
I'm gonna tell you what.
How's God Code,
Well,
Junior?
it
Are they
was
doing?
cool.
Are they really doing girl code?
We doing girl
Don't
code.
milk something that's just let it be what it is. MTV.
I think girl code might can work
No,
though.
but it takes away from what God Code is. It's like the time to be like, yo, Al Bundy mode. Like,
That's
I'm
kind of
sure-
like when I did lip service. That's what that was for us.
Don't do that. Don't do the girl code. Just
Yeah,
let
but
it be
you know,
God Code.
guys need to learn some things too.
I mean, me and Envy issue, because we're both signed to MTV. I was mad that we wasn't on the MTV Brain Trust list to talk about this hottest MCs list.
Yeah,
know, 'cause
they
I
didn't-
felt
they
like
didn't
our
invite us.
input could have been needed.
They didn't invite us,
I do
man.
have a beanie line coming out, like I said.
Beanie line.
It'll be out in the fall. You know what I'm saying? I got some dope people to support me and investing in that too. You know what I'm saying?
Sway got a beanie. He's on that. He's on that brain.
Yeah.
trust.
Yeah.
Mhm.
You
I
fi- you
hollered
got-
at them yesterday.
The Falarin mixtape, you finished working that?
Yeah, we go. I mean, it's for the people now. I'm working on the album. You know, so I'm still do some visuals off there.
And that mixtape did come out last year, so I don't understand how the MTV Brain Trust just
Oh my
overlooked
gosh,
that.
you don't want to talk
mixtape.
about it. Would y'all leave him
I
alone?
mean, y'all, whatever y'all feel. I don't have to participate.
Now also sneakers. Now of course you're heavy with sneakers.
I think I'm out the game, man.
Really? Why?
It's not the same.
It's not.
You
Instagram killed.
Remember when before, like it was like a real.
Yeah.
Exclusive.
Now everybody.
I'm gonna
is
tell you when I
getting
knew it was
everything.
over.
I stopped posting sneakers.
When Duval was wearing foams.
Yeah.
That's when I knew I was.
I knew it
Duval
was
does
over
it just for
with-
the Instagram pic, though. He'll let you know.
I caught him a couple times in the A out wearing foams. I was like, oh yeah,
I knew it was over when Charlamagne got on board.
yeah, I knew.
Charlamagne, he
Rap.
only did it. Charlamagne did it for about a good month and a half.
You know why?
straight.
Because I got caught. I'm a Jordan dude. I like Jordans. I like 3s, 4s, and 5s. Then when the bronze came out, I started jumping on the bronze. After that, I was like, man, I'm not really into this. Like I got like 100 sneakers at the house I don't even wear. I'm about to give the Goodwill.
Let's hold them to that.
Yeah, we don't believe
Damn,
it.
We
I
don't
don't
believe you. We want to film it, packing them up and putting them on the truck.
Like
That's
right
what we
now I
wanna
got
see.
threes on. This is all I wear. I mean these fours. Threes, my bad. I
You don't
like
know
I
the
don't even know no more.
No new nigga where the real collectors at.
I don't like them. I'm not into it like that. I'm really not.
man.
But Wale be cheating though. Wale got a sample size foot.
But
You got a
I've been
sample
doing
size
this
foot.
though. I've been doing this since like yeah.
Everybody be like, how Wale get those
You
4
wear
5 months?
size
Man, I'm
nine?
like, he got a sample size foot.
But hey, I wear
People
9
be in
and
the
a half.
sneaker store arguing.
I
Like,
pull the soles
What is the
out.
sample?
I pull the soles out.
What's the
stretch them up
sample
a little
size
bit.
foot? What size is that?
9.
Oh, okay.
you pull the soles out.
Pull the
What size
sole
you
out.
wear?
8.
You wear sneakers too? Mm-hmm.
And don't act like you didn't start copping J's
It's the
and stuff
whole
too,
Don
Yee.
Baxter suite right
Well,
now.
no.
No.
I didn't. I got
Just-
mine.
just-
I got
no,
mine free.
This ain't the
so-
Dawn Baxter suite.
The Dawn
Sometimes
Baxter
don't
suite.
look out.
Emergency Dawn,
Yeah,
right?
emergency Dawn.
Emergency.
Now, are you still doing a mixtape with Meek Mill, or what's happening? with
Yeah,
that?
but you know, Youngin win his paper, so he gotta go get his money, and when it's right, and we got the right situation on the table, we gonna do it. But we got the music there though.
The French told me y'all got a damn near whole album
Yeah.
together.
Yeah, I like when you guys.
That's drunk. When I'm drunk, I always go to the studio with friends. I always end up in
Was
the
you
studio
drunk
with
when you
friends.
gave Fresh that record?
Which one?
Freaks.
Nah.
Oh.
Why? What you trying to say?
Cause that's a hit. That's a smash. As soon as I heard that, I was like, that's a smash.
You don't believe in Wale's ability to write
No,
another
I
hit?
didn't say that. But he said Wale just gave it to me. I'm like, just gave it to
There's
me.
some other people I got records for too, but I mean that's not my business to tell.
Damn, he just gave him
Check
that
the
record.
Sometimes I'm torn. Do I like the sweet Wale songs, or do I like the hardcore?
It's the dichotomy of a man.
It
like,
is,
It's all
it is.
pieces of me. Like everybody got their different. You know what I'm saying?
Do you
I'm
like
so
ratchet
torn.
girls at all? Because you always talk about
Yeah.
the smart, ambitious
I love
girls.
Ratchet Girls. What was we at last night?
You was with a ratchet girl last night?
There was a million.
Club
of
11.
them.
Oh, you was in the Bronx.
It was.
Oh my gosh, I had to host it.
I was disappointed and like intrigued at the same time.
This stripper flipped me
I was
upside down in
disappointed
there.
and
She was very
intrigued.
strong.
It was like
That's Club 11.
it was like a third world strip club. Like, you know what I'm
Third world strip
in
club.
the middle of nowhere.
It was just the
I'm
promo,
talking
the
third
behavior.
world strip
The
club.
behavior. I was
Yep.
enamored.
Yep. What up, Leslie?
Do you think
Leslie.
you think it's confusing when somebody like Beyonce, does records like Independent Woman and
Nope.
Surviving, and she
Can I get
turns around
some
and does
water
the bow
Yeah,
down?
take some more.
America, these are not hospitable since they've been giving.
Listen.
Since been on TV, I'm talking about Angela, you ain't give me no eye contact no
Listen,
more.
Wale got his
Wait, I've been
own.
sitting here looking at you the whole
Wale's
time.
got his own media training going on. He don't even say next question. He's be like, can I go get some water? Come.
comfortable here,
You know I
man.
wear a sample size shoe, right?
Wale, don't you hurt me with a brand of water yourself?
Excuse me?
Are you supposed to be doing something?
No, I think that's
I
Diddy.
read that
Angela.
somewhere.
No.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, I do got a water joint that I'm doing.
Oh my goodness.
Damn, son, I gotta talk to Rich about that. I forgot about that.
Oh man.
Nah, we always having a problem with the name because some golfer named Fuzzy Zeller had like a percentage of the name or some weird shit going on. I forgot. Thank you for reminding me.
No
though.
problem. That's what I'm here for.
What's the next question?
When is the Gifted coming out?
June 25th.
June 25th, The Gifted, and we're going to see you at Pro Styles Birthday Bash. You're going to
Yes,
be in the
can't
building?
wait.
Yeah, drunk as a skunk.
We look forward to that.
And you know what? Thank you so much, Wale, for always being really professional. You did our anniversary party last year. You were on time. A lot of
Absolutely.
people weren't on time.
There was like a Wu-Tang show on that stage. It was like 600 people
It
on
got a
stage.
little crazy.
I heard I was like, this year they was like, Wale's outside. I was like, Wale ain't outside. Then they was like, he left.
Yeah,
I was like, well, why he left?
I came and did my thing and left.
But this is last year.
The
this
longer
year.
you stay at venues, the longer you got to promise for features and drops. So
In and out.
So,
I
get
be
out of
trying
here.
to just go.
I feel like you had to, watch your back a little bit more ever since the situation with Ross.
No. You know, it's deep. It's not even as deep as niggas be thinking it is, but at the same time, like everybody got their own situation. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas got their own quarrels when I don't get along with some in the industry. He only get along with some in the industry. Meek don't get along, but we got. You know what I'm saying? Until a nigga put their hands on somebody, that's when it's a situation where you can't really with somebody. But
Right.
it is what it is.
And I saw you really go in on somebody tweeted something negative about Wayne's situation.
Mm-hmm.
And I saw you really go in on him. You had a similar
Disrespectful.
situation because they said you was dead in January.
It was crazy.
You
man.
think that the lines between personal and
It's-
professional
it's,
are blurred?
It's blurred, dog. Like a lot. I mean, it's just one upcoming rapper, and like he makes his whole Twitter life making fun of people, and then I'm like, I DM'd him. I'm like, yo, man, like if you ever get so fortunate enough to get in the game, dog, all this shit gonna come back. It's gonna dig up your old tweets. You ain't gonna be able to work with nobody. You gonna fight you in every city you go to. So you need to really think about what you're saying. Like, and I think in the grand scheme of things, like I think people as a whole need to realize like there's a line between like comic relief and like downright like
Disrespect.
disrespect. Like, and cross that. Like, it's so many tough niggas on that online shit. You know what I'm saying? But I guess it's just the way of the world now.
All right. Well, it's Wale. It's the Breakfast Club. It's Power 105.1.